Welcome back to the Crazy Gays podcast. My name is Eno.
And I'm Kayla.
So what's up? It's another podcast right here.
Yep.
Another video podcast.
Yep.
We have a lot of things in store this time, but I would like to introduce or start it with you giving us a fun fact. So what's up?
Okay. I don't necessarily know if it's a fact or if it's just lore through the ages, but I found this story very interesting. You've heard of people being hung as, as they broke the law,
Yep.
they're hung, but it always is stated hanged until dead. And you wonder, why do they have to specify until dead? Because usually if you're being hung, you're gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was a woman named Margaret Dixon, who goes by Maggie, in the 1800s. And this woman had traveled to the States from Europe to start a whole new life.
Mm-hmm.
The American dream.
Sure.
She gets a job at a tavern, a bar type situation, right? The owner's son of the bar becomes infatuated with her. She gets knocked up. She hides the pregnancy because obviously back in those days it's not good to be...
Wait, you could get murdered for having a child out of wedlock?
Just wait. So it's not okay to be pregnant out of wedlock.
Sure.
It's not a killable offense, but she gave birth after hiding the pregnancy. The child didn't make it. So she couldn't have a burial because nobody knew she was pregnant. So she just tossed it in the river. Mm-hmm. And then later that day, somebody found the baby, right?
Ew. Not ill like, oh, that's gross. Like, ill, it's like, that's grisly. That's a grisly.
So because of that part, she was sentenced to hanging. Just to hanging. Because back then, that's all that needed to be said. She didn't die. They thought she died. So they put her in the little pine box, and then she was supposed to be transported to a cemetery closer to where her family was living, which was like a 6-hour ride back in those days, right? So on that ride, the jostling of the cart, and because the pine box was so poorly made, you could air got into it, so she woke up. Meanwhile, they all thought she was dead. And so because of that, first of all, she scared the cart driver.
Oh, well, yeah. No, yeah.
But because of that, now they have to specify hung until dead.
Let's give it from the perspective of the cart driver, because you've been doing this every day, right? You go in Monday to Friday. Your job is to transfer dead bodies. Your job jurisdiction is to move dead bodies. So in the back of my mind, even as a mortuary, or whatever the hell,
Mortician.
I have this slight fear that one of these days I'm going to see a zombie. If anybody's going to witness or experience a zombie, they're the first ones in line to see that. So if I'm sitting there driving, and I look behind and I see jostling and bustling and moving.
I don't know. Did they even have the idea of zombies back then?
Yeah. No. The idea of the dead coming back to life has always been an idea. Whether it's not your traditional zombie that's moving slow for whatever, but
yeah,
the dead coming back to life is a fear.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking, did the guy quit? You gotta get some sort of bonus, something given back. I was told I'm transferring a dead body. Why the hell is this body moving? There's just so many things with it. I'm just thinking from his perspective. The woman's perspective, do you kill her? Or do you just...
No, actually, she had to go back to court because she obviously had previously committed a crime. But she was found not guilty because technically she was hung for her crime. Mm-hmm. She didn't die, but it wasn't specified. So she went on to live like a regular life, and she got married and had multiple kids afterwards, and everything was fine.
So that's just what a story you just tell your grandkids from time to then. Like, I'm the first survived, one of the first to survive hunger. It reminds me of this Baki episode. So it's the guy Santa Claus, right? Baki's introducing with all the different prisoners and how they're about to be executed. Santa Claus is hung. You see his tongue hang out, and the doctor stands there for 10 minutes with a timer as he's like being hung. And after 10 minutes, his neck is so firm and has so much control of his body that he survives 10 minutes of just staying there hung.
Yeah.
And it's not just like he has a strong neck. His whole body's big. Like, he's like a 300 kilogram like muscle type of dude. So to have that weight for 10 minutes, nah, doesn't make sense.
Well, because I don't think she was hung and held there for that long, and that's how she was able to live. But it's not actually uncommon, like, historically, for the dead people to come back to life, because medicine was like so not like understood and like thought about that they would just pronounce people dead. And then, but they could be like in a coma. They could be like, there's so many things. They could have just passed out. That they actually, if you go to like historical cemeteries, you'll still see graves that have bells on them, because they would go and bury the people, and then people would end up being buried alive. So they had a system where they would put a bell and like the string to the bell into the coffin. That way, if you weren't actually dead, but they thought you were dead and you were buried, you could just ring the bell, and then somebody would come and undug you.
I want that attached to my... If I die before you, I want a bell. Just to give people, like, that idea, like, if the bell gonna ring. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Could you imagine the first person that got, like, that passed out, like, around his buddy? Like, I'm thinking, like, Neanderthal times. Like, they're just, like, hanging out, and all of a sudden, it's dehydration. Like, they're not thinking right. They're, like, passes out. Homie... It looks at his friend.
He's dead.
Yeah.
He's gotta be. He's not awake. Like,
the first person to pass out should have been one of the freakiest human experiences, because the people around you assume dead. You think you're dead.
Yep. Well, you wouldn't know because you'd be passed out, but you would have, like, when you wake up, you'd be like, I died.
Yeah. No. You're on with that. So what's this business idea that you have?
Oh, okay. I don't know if it's a thing already. If it is a thing, I'm trademarking it right now. Nobody come for my idea. But edible arrangements.
Edible arrangements, like paper towel, like...
You've never seen, like, the commercials for edible arrangements?
For, like, weddings and shit?
No, like, you could... There's a company actually called Edible Arrangements, and you can send them to people. Like, how you could, like... send somebody a bouquet of flowers.
What's the arrangement?
It's a bouquet of like fruits and stuff, like, but like the strawberries are cut to like look like flowers.
My mom
and
did
it's
that
like
shit.
Yeah. So that's what it is but like, I guess edible arrangements anybody can do, but the actual edible arrangements company would like send them out to people or whatever, right?
Sure.
That idea, but with edibles in it. So it's actually edible arrangements.
You're gonna take that to a wedding and just leave it at the bar, like, just be like, all right, so everyone signed a waiver, like, they know, like, you're at a cool wedding, right, where everyone's around the same age, like, there's no, like...
It doesn't have to be weddings, like, you could gift it to somebody for Valentine's Day.
Edible...
You could give it to somebody whose loved one passed. I don't know, like...
No, so wait.
So it would be, this is what I'm picturing, right, is, like, you would have the regular fruits and stuff in there because munchies, and you're gonna want to eat them anyways, and then mixed in is like the edibles, and then you would have, like, you know when you get a box of chocolates, how there's the little card that tells you like which chocolate is what or whatever. There would be like a little card that would be like, okay, this one's an edible, and then it would have like the gram or milligrams or whatever in it because legal reasons. But like, then that way you could just kind of look at it and be like, okay, well, I can handle like 200 grams or milligrams of edibles, so I'm gonna take this one and this one and this one and this one, and then you eat them, and then you have all your fruits and everything to snack on after. It's just a genius idea.
I fuck with it.
I feel like somebody's gotta be doing it, but if they're not, we could make millions, especially in Canada since it's legal.
I'm just thinking about that one time where some mom is
just eats all of them.
No, just yeah, something like that. Either somebody eats all of it, not reading it, blames you, or somebody's kid gets to it at a party, blames you, saying like it looks too normal of food. Like, you're not giving enough a disclaimer that this is hazardous. Like you can have a warning label wrapped around the bottom of the bouquet that says warning, keep out of child's reach, like the same thing that the regular edibles have.
Yeah.
But fruit with gummies?
It doesn't have to be gummies. It could be like chocolate covered strawberries.
And the chocolate
is edibles, or like little brownie chunks or something. Because I don't think gummies, even though like gummies are also fruit, I was thinking more like fruit and chocolate. So like the more chocolate related things would be the edibles.
Just make the edible all chocolate. So like, and the whole like you make a big batch of like edible chocolate, and then you just have different versions. Like you can have plain fruit, but then there's like chocolate covered fruit, and you can just make a stamp on like
exactly
anything chocolate covered.
Yeah,
is gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
What about edible clothing?
They have that. Not clothing, but they have like edible underwear and stuff at Spencer's.
That's what I'm saying. Edible clothing. So like it's like 50 grams THC of edible panties that I want you to wear.
Oh, okay.
Edible panties.
Interesting. That could work.
I'll call it Ed, and Eddie's.
We could include that in the edible arrangements.
What, panties?
Yeah, because first of all, you give them the edible arrangements bouquet to reel them in, and then you slip them the panties as something to wear later that night.
Are you looking to put on candy panties? Yes. Why?
I don't know. That just feels like a yeast infection waiting to happen.
It's sticky in all the wrong places. Like we as humans, we're adventurous creatures. We want to push them all. We want to.
I wouldn't do it, but I know that there's definitely people out there that do it.
Like, no. When I watch that, there's a porn category, right? And it's a very niche porn category, and it's like, like bigger women, covering themselves in sweet foods, and the dude would first like lay her out and get maple syrup, whipped cream, chocolate syrup, and just smear it all over, everywhere, like in between the ass crack,
in the rolls,
in between the rolls, underneath the boobs.
No, because are you gonna shower me after that? Like I don't want to. That's not my problem.
In the middle of the same scene, he just puts all his ingredients away and then starts eating her pussy out with chocolate on his face, and then he sticks his dick in it.
From a man's point of view, that sounds like a perfectly good idea. Because all you're doing is just tasting things, and they're all things that you want to taste. But from a woman's perspective, 1, it's messy. 2, it's sticky. 3, it's gonna fuck up your pH balance.
Like he's going like this.
Because you definitely can't, if you're gonna do like food stuff, you can't have the dick covered in the food stuff going into you.
It's exactly that. Like they were pushing the mold. This is the other one.
You would have to douche afterwards.
Yeah.
And you're not even supposed to douche, but you would have to, because it would be better to douche than to not to douche.
I seen a nigga
to douche or not to douche.
No. But I saw a dude make an ice cream sundae in a girl's ass and eat it with a spoon.
Did he put a cherry on top at least?
I don't think he did. So what he did, he gaped her out.
That's a waste.
Like he used a dingling, he gaped her out and did all that stuff, and when he did like the open gape thing, he gets the camera guy to come in, and he gets like 2-3 scoops of just ice cream, drizzle chocolate on it, and breaks a banana and sticks it he made it work, and then I love ass, and then
okay, your butthole, it would be more acceptable, I think. Because I don't know, I just feel like it wouldn't cause as many issues if it was like more in your ass. But it definitely cannot go anywhere near the vagina. So like if you have a vagina, you just shouldn't be doing it anyways, because it's just gonna like leak down.
I'm glad that you are just letting me express some of these niche porn categories that I've been in. Without
what am I supposed to do?
Say ew, say girl. I don't know. Like it gets. There's times where I pull out of the video and I'm like, bro, I am down exponentially. Like this is like my stomach hurts because I'm nauseous now because of how
Yeah.
it was. Like I busted the nut. The nut was great, but the after nut is just not it because now I feel weird. Like,
see, I don't think I've ever had that.
wow.
So there's definitely been times where I've like clicked on a video, not really like thinking about what the title means, or like not watching the little like preview that happens if you just like hold your finger on the video. And so like I'll just click in a video blind sometimes, and then it'll be way too hardcore for what I'm looking for.
Hardcore how?
Like there was this one where like the guy made the woman dress up like a pig and like made her eat shit. And like that's for somebody. Not me.
How do you get in? Is this a random video that was on the timeline that you hit, or what?
Yeah, I think it was just on like the front page. Because a lot of times I just like to scroll through the front page just to see what they're offering, you know, because it'll be like top videos in Canada. And I'm like, I'm in Canada. What are my fellow people watching?
Pig shit. That's gross, man.
So yeah. And like he would like take the butt plug out of her butt, like make her lick it, and then like put it back in. And I'm like,
that's kind of standard.
That's for somebody, not me. So like when things like that happen, I'll be like, oh, okay. But then I leave. There's never been a situation where I've like watched a video where like afterwards I'm like, I shouldn't have nutted to that. Because
I don't take back the nut. I just question myself. Because the truth is...
Okay, there's also never been a situation then where I've questioned myself afterwards.
Because I stand by the nut that I made, but I'm not going to tell anybody about it. Like, I'm not going to go back to the homies and be like, yo, there was this midget porn I was watching yesterday. It makes me feel bad because it's, like, the size of a kid, but, like... She's an adult and she has a dumpy and like she
actually
standing up, like
there's this whole controversy. Okay, let me tell you, there's this whole controversy going around right now because there's a TLC show. I forget what it's called, but the main girl, like the one that the whole show's about, is like in her 20s. Like nice. She's legally allowed to drink and everything. I don't know, like she's like early 20s.
22.
But because she had like a brain tumor when she was younger, it stunted her growth. So when you look at her and when you hear her, like her voice, she looks like a 12-year-old.
Oh, okay.
But she's a fully grown woman. Like she's...
Does her taxes.
She has a job. She does like whatever. Like she's finished high school. Like everything's above board. And she has a boyfriend now. Which, like, the whole point of the show, for the most part, was, like, to show, like, how the world treats her differently because she's so little and young looking. And, like, a lot of things that, like, she complains about on the show is that dating is so hard because nobody wants to date a girl that looks like a child. Except this guy. And he looks normal. Like, he looks like your everyday, average guy.
I don't like him. He
and
seems
so
kind of fishy.
A lot of people are, like, coming at him saying, like, why would you date her? Like, she looks like a child. Like, are you just into children and you're just, like, using this as your only option? But then there's also other people arguing, like, you're part of the problem because she is in her 20s and she's mature in thought. So it's like
where do you draw the line? Like your pussy is a 12-year-old because you're
it's technically a 20-year-old.
It's technically been around for 20 years old, but is it like I don't want her to be hurt. That's my thing. Like if she said her,
I don't think it would hurt because
everything else grows except for pussy. Her pussy's just growing at regular age. Like,
no, because like for some people, 12 is when they start puberty. Like, is when they get their period and stuff.
Okay.
So, like, if it was, like, if you said, like, a 6-year-old's vagina, then, yes, that's going to be much smaller. But I think by, like, I don't know the actual age, but I think by 12 it should be at least close to being done.
Okay. So I'm thinking to the guy. Like, let's go back to Phil for a second.
Okay.
A decently looking guy.
Yeah.
you have your stuff in order. You met her.
I think he's
down the road, and her story
Yeah.
just inspires you that you're in. Like, again, I don't want to be
like
part
the
of the
only
problem.
way that I could think of it would be like if you shared a friend group and you've just spent like so much time
Thank
with
you.
them that you've like learned that like all about them and stuff, but like you can't be like scrolling on
Tinder
and be like that one hits.
bro, give me that ass. Let me play with you. That is disgusting. That is disgusting.
Because I was also thinking about it. I think from a public view standpoint, the only way that people might accept it is if it's like a asexual relationship.
Yeah, you can't be fucking a little girl, man.
Yeah.
You can't.
Like, props to him, I guess.
See, this is such a weird duality because it's
But like I wouldn't, like, if you look 12, I can't have sex with you because it's just, I don't care how old you actually are. You
like,
look like a 12-year-old.
So with any other like detrimental disease, right? Like, I'm talking like not just like
Like a terminal illness?
a terminal illness, terminal thing,
like cancer or something?
Not even like cancer. I'm talking like a bigger disability, right? Nothing just like
cerebral palsy.
Deeper than that, like something like full unautomation. You can only communicate through like pressing a button. You don't have motor skills in like a quarter of your hand.
Oh, like that famous smart guy?
Yeah,
what's his name?
Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, so like something like that, right?
Yeah.
Everybody deserves love. Everybody deserves it. And props to you for taking that plunge. I even knew a chick that, you know, went to prom with a guy that had Down syndrome a year younger than her, like, because she was just that type of person, right? Was it performative? Who knows? I can't judge her character. But the other side of it is like, why are you fucking somebody with Down syndrome if you're, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing bad to it. It's just like, what's the motivation with it?
Like, you also have to have something like going on with you.
It's like that show that you watched, Dating on the Spectrum. What was it?
Yeah.
Love on the Spectrum.
Love on the Spectrum.
They were able to connect on, like, they had a lot, I'm not saying similarity, but they were able to connect with some of the struggles, and sometimes you can find like kinship in struggling. Like, that's why like Black love is such a big thing, because you find kinship in, you know, the struggle of Black people. So it's the same type of rhetoric. But if you're fully like regular to a T, and you go out of a way to somebody like you said, unless it's a story that you've known her for a long time is acceptable. I'm not just speaking as for myself. I'm just saying, like, put this up to Tori. Let me go out and say, hey, I got a new girlfriend. She has Down syndrome, but like I really found a connection. I found something within her.
Because the thing is,
what are you connecting on with her?
And especially with Love on the Spectrum, since autism is such a spectrum, like, you can be more in the mild area and still date somebody that is neurotypical, and it's fine, because for the most part, what is going on with you is just like little quirks kind of thing, right? Like something that a neurotypical person could put up with. But if you're like severely autistic, like my cousin who is nonverbal, like is still wearing diapers and like all, like, it's weird if a neurotypical person is wanting to like be in a relationship.
Yeah, it has to go. It goes to a T. Like,
yeah, but if somebody who is also severely autistic, that would make sense.
This is gonna rub people in so many weird ways, because it's a weird thing to get into.
It is very weird, and it could be like a societal, like, love should be regardless
give me the PC answer. Give me the PC answer. Yeah.
Neurodivergence or any sort of disability or handicap anybody might have, but it's also, there's a lot of creeps in the world that
are into that,
like to prey on things, and I think it's just more of a protective view than anything else.
Yeah, like, it does. Like, we don't want you out here. Like, there's one video. I don't want to give the person who sent it to me. There's one video of this girl that has Down syndrome, but she's jogging with her friend, and she has like a full blue suit, like a blue tracksuit and everything. So you look at her front face, like, oh, like, you know, we can see that she obviously has Down syndrome,
Yeah.
And then the guy in the video just like snaps to him, like, "Oh wow, what are you doing running out there? Like, this is so weird." And then she turns around and starts jogging.
Yeah,
And
I've
has
seen that video.
a dumpy, and then he's like, hold on a minute. Like, it's shit like that that's just like, it stirs me the wrong. Like, that humor is like, I just stay away from it. In the sense of like, I have no opinion on it. I'll never do it. I have no like engagement with that side of society. So don't ask me what's your opinion on, you know, people dating on this guy. Like, no, I have no opinion. Like, what opinion can I have? Would somebody look at me weirdly if I, like, me and you are hanging out, right? Every year together, and then I'm like, I want to bring somebody else into the relationship, and then I'm like, here she is, and like she's in a wheelchair and everything like that, and like I just met like a connection with her. You're gonna question like what?
A wheelchair would be fine, I guess.
No. I'm talking like with the only with one hand, like.
Like a Stephen Hawking wheelchair situation. Yeah, it would definitely be different.
It'll be different. There's over 7, almost 8 billion people on Earth.
Apparently, Stephen Hawking got pussy though.
That's what I'm saying. No, it's fine. That's what I'm saying. That's the other side of it, bro. Motherfuckers that have a weird thing to say, hey, I want to do it with.
But I think for him, it was more so just because he's like famous.
Might as well. Might as well, but. I want to get off this topic.
Okay.
This is a deep topic. You have a Harry Potter quiz, so another topic we can just go into.
I just want to, it's not so much a quiz. I just want to test your knowledge because for the listeners out there.
I love Harry Potter franchise. I've been having fun with the new Hogwarts game.
Yeah, okay. Let me tell the people.
Hog's Bottom. A Hog's Bottom is something, you know, it's an area southeast of Hogwarts, where you can get your meats. Yes. Meat traders. Go ahead.
So anyways, yesterday was the early release of Hogwarts Legacy.
Yes.
And I grew up watching the movies in theaters, and I have them all on DVD, and like I'm collecting some of the books now. And so like I'm really into it. And Bino over here had the task of downloading the game while I was at work. That way, when I got home, I could start playing the game and have the time of my life. The game gets downloaded, and Eno FaceTimes me, and he's like, let me play it first.
Yeah, let me just play the game. It's a video game.
You're not a big enough fan for you to be able to play it first. I need to play it first.
That doesn't make, like, bro, I watched all the movies. Like you, like
you watched all the movies because I made you do it.
I didn't have to be forced. I was into it.
No, you did have to be forced.
What was forced?
I'm pretty sure we made a deal. Because I had asked you earlier in our relationship to watch the movies, and you said, "No, they're not for me." And then I asked you, have you ever seen them? And you said no. And I said, well, then how do you know they're not for you?
Because it's.
And then you said, okay, I just don't want to watch them. And so I think, and I don't remember exactly because this was years ago, but I'm pretty sure either I contracted you into watching, I think it was the first 3 was we made a deal that you had to watch the first 3, and then if you continued to like them, you could watch the rest of them. But you definitely had to watch the first 3.
I have to intervene and say that I reject all of the charges presented in front of me.
You're lying. You're
lying.
You're guilty.
I don't co-sign any of what is being said. So,
anyways, I remember that part vividly now. It was the first 3 you had to watch. And so you found some of like the first 3 online and you started watching them, and then you wanted to watch the rest of them. And one of them you couldn't find online, so I let you borrow my DVD, and I've never seen it since.
It's at your parents' house. You just have.
It's not at my parents' house because you never gave it back to me. Because you lost it somewhere in that house, and now they don't even live there, so who knows where it is. I've given up on the DVD.
Kayla. So I got into. We're both fans. Like we're on the same team.
Anyways,
we're on the same team.
So yesterday I started quizzing Eno, and he had some rather interesting answers. For one, I asked him, "What is Voldemort's snake's name?"
It's basilisk because it's is
AKA.
balsamic vinegar.
That's not it. It's Nagini.
That is a very risky word. Say it again.
Nagini.
Niggas.
No.
No, sorry. Y'all hear that?
Nagini.
Niggas. Yeah.
There's no.
It's not an It's not an Italian, African American. A Nagini. Like what? That's. You might as well be saying the same shit. But anyway.
And then I asked, who did Robert Pattinson play?
I know this one. You check him out, right? He has a yellow cloaks around him. Like, he has like a yellow tint. Gryffindor. Proud. Tall individual. Great hair. Uh-huh. Well-spoken. Good grades.
Yes.
William Mercer.
No.
Tell me how that's not...
It's Cedric Diggory.
Cedric Diggory. That sounds worse than that Neville Longbottom nigga. Like, Cedric Diggory. That sounds like a guy that sounds like a water boy. That doesn't sound like the Robert Pattinson I saw on screen when he was laying shit down in the Wizard Games. And it was... So I was right that he was in one.
It was the Triwizard Tournament.
The Wizard Games, for short.
For short.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, William Mercer.
No. How did he die?
He died tragically. I don't have his... Because I know where this is going to go.
By drowning in a Quidditch tournament.
Quidditch.
Yeah,
Quidditch. Say it. That's what... I'm not going to do this. I did this on Twitch already.
It's Quidditch.
Yeah, Quidditch.
Quidditch.
Oh, nobody's saying Quidditch. It's Quidditch.
Everyone says Quidditch.
No, nobody's saying Quidditch. It's Quidditch. Quit with a T.
It's not Quidditch.
Q-U... I-T...
Quidditch.
A-G-E. Quidditch.
Okay.
Let me go holler at some of the creators, because...
Yeah? Let me just call him up personally.
Bro. So yeah, he died tragically by drowning...
In a Quidditch tournament.
In a Quidditch tournament.
Where did the water come from?
Off the bay, because you go off board for a little bit. The ball went out, and he was doing like a LeBron catch, and... He tipped on the side of his broom, and he fell in the water. And because the ball is so heavy, it sank him to the bottom, and he drowned.
Yeah.
And then his body came up, and then his dad. I remember this specifically, just like in The Godfather. He's like, "My boy, look how they massacred my boy." Like that. Like I remember it vividly.
Yeah. No.
No. Okay, that's fine.
Speaking of Quidditch, though, little golden ball. What's his name?
The golden,
the little golden with the wings.
Give me a hint. Give it.
Has the word golden in its name.
Oh, the golden bead.
No, the golden 6ix9ine is one.
Huh?
Like the rapper 6ix9ine.
The golden icon?
No.
I don't know.
The golden snitch.
Oh yeah, I knew that. Yeah. Oh, the little golden thing. Yeah.
The golden icon.
The golden
6ix9ine is an icon for you.
Hey, you said 6ix9ine is the one. He has made album sales. He's moved.
Yeah, but if I'm gonna say like icon, I'm gonna pick like
I don't know. You
I don't
could
know,
be a
like Jay-Z, Tupac.
So you're not a 6ix9ine fan? Interesting.
There's that one song that I like to yell sometimes, but I don't even know what it's called, and I couldn't even tell you the lyrics. I just know when it comes on, I like to yell at it.
Okay.
What's a Patronus? What does a Patronus charm do?
So
you do use the wand for it, yes.
Yeah, so you get your wand, right? And then Patronus,
yeah?
Yeah, okay.
And then what
happens? A light appears.
What kind of light?
A magical one.
It just stays there?
No, because that's the Luminos one.
Because you learned from playing the game.
Luminos.
It's Lumos, but yes.
Luminous. Light. But Patronus. it makes objects. It gives objects a glow. It's a Patronus spell.
It's a Patronus charm.
Charm spell.
It's different.
Is there actually a difference between a spell and a charm?
But anyways, Patronus charm. If you'll remember from the movie.
Of course, yeah. I watched all of them.
Harry was out. There was a frozen pond. Dementor was coming from him. Patronus, the blue light deer comes across, scares him away, basically. So it's just.
I'm right. I mean,
it's a light, but there's a certain animal that, like, everyone's Patronus is different. Like, you have a squirrel, you could have a fox, you could have a bunny, you could have a something. Things. And then it's the light that makes the Dementors go away.
Exactly. I couldn't have said it better myself. Exactly that. You light up an object. You light an object up away. It doesn't stay on the one, and it goes out. Perfect.
Okay, let's go basic. Starter Harry Potter knowledge.
A scar on his forehead.
No.
He doesn't have a scar on his forehead?
He does.
Okay, so
then
but that's not what I was asking. Points for Eno.
No points to Gryffindor.
Yeah, points for Gryffindor.
You get your Hogwarts letter in the mail, right? You're going to Hogwarts.
Sweet.
You're elated. You've got your trunks packed. You've got everything ready. You go to the train station. What platform do you go to? Bitches be having this number tattooed on them all the time.
It's like something in 3/4. It's a dumb 12 3/4. Shut up. So 10 and no. 8. Oh, 8. 9. Oh yeah, 9 3/4.
9 3/4.
I knew it was 3/4. Yeah, obviously. I was testing you mostly.
Yeah.
I'm glad you know your stuff.
Thank you.
Pretty good fan. Give me one more. Give me two more.
One more. Okay. Try Wizard Tournament.
Fuck. No, let's go to the next one. Already, you say that shit, I'm just blending all the movies together. Like, isn't it all one big tournament, technically?
No.
Yeah, that's fine.
No.
What do you know anyway, huh?
Who is Harry Potter's godfather?
Hagrid.
No!
It has to be Hagrid.
It's not Hagrid.
But isn't that his mentor?
No. Not really.
Fuck. Go ahead. Okay. No, actually, William Black.
Close.
Yeah.
Sirius Black.
Yes, that's great. I know my shit.
Okay.
William is his middle name. That's what I was referring to. Real fans would know.
Yeah.
That, what's his name again? Sirius. Seriously?
Seriously.
His name is Sirius Black.
Yeah, but spelt like Sirius Radio.
Like he's a serious black. This is so you see his job application on his desk. Like, all right, let's see if we can go through that. Catherine, all right, Sirius Black.
Yeah. This
black guy gets shit done.
He's very serious.
It's not one of those lazy blacks. This is a serious black. Don't laugh at that. If you like during Black History Month, you can laugh a little bit. Let me say it again.
No.
This is serious black. Like this is
That's his name.
His eyebrows are down.
What does he turn into? If he turns into anything.
And it was done by that weird actor. He was in another movie, where it was like it's not the movie. It was a series where he had like a wishing stone. Ooh, the one with the dreams. The guy that he would have the stone, and his wish. He had like a mental thing, and his mom was like super rich, and so when the guy Dream was looking for like parts of some of his equipment, there was a wishing rock that anything that he wishes for will come true. That actor. You remember he was like in like the restaurant and he was trying to like fight people. I'm going off on different explanations, but it was.
Are you talking about Sandman?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just sitting there trying to figure out what show you were talking about.
Yeah, the Sandman. But anyways.
Are you sure that's not Professor Lupin, whose actor was in that show? Are you confusing Professor Lupin with Sirius Black?
Isn't that who Sirius Black is, with the nose and like thin mustache and like a little bit of crooked teeth?
No, that's Professor Lupin. They both get introduced in the same movie.
What's going on, man?
So Professor Lupin is the one who initially, when Harry's on the train going to Hogwarts and the Dementor comes, Professor Lupin's sleeping in the car, and he comes and he just Patronus, and then he saves them, right? He also turns into a werewolf.
Yes.
But Sirius Black was in prison and got, broken out.
And he turns into a Dementor.
And he turns into like a dark demon dog, essentially.
A werewolf.
No. It's different because werewolves are werewolves, and then
a demon dog sounds pretty. What would you?
It's less people-y and more dog-y. Whereas werewolf is more human-y. Yeah, but it's a lot smaller because the werewolves from Twilight are like huge. Like this is like German Shepherd.
So he just turns into like a dog then.
Yeah, but like a really dark black one who looks very serious and scary. More like a wolf than a dog.
You gotta stop saying serious when we're talking about this nigga, because it's just laying on.
It's in his name.
Serious. Okay.
Serious.
Okay. So Sirius Black, he turns into a little doggy. Now what? Why do I need to do? Why do I care about him?
I don't know. He was always one of my favorite characters.
What did he do?
He was a good guy, and I feel like he was imprisoned unjustly. What's the name of the prison? It's
Prisoner of Azkaban. Yeah, Azkaban. That one's easy. That's an easy one. Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking, I was like, Ascalotto. But that's from something else.
Yeah.
All right, okay. So that's a good little Harry Potter session. I want to get one word in before we finish off with the Dragon Ball Z quiz, because I think I'm going to flip the script back onto you.
You're going to quiz me.
Mm-hmm.
I am a professional Dragon Ball Z knower, though. Seen all the episodes.
But I have egregious.
Of many there are. Oh, egregious.
I have egregious, and I hear it, especially since we're on this topic of Harry Potter and British people, Wales. I have one thing about British people. Number one, what is Wales? Like, why is Wales?
It's a place.
But why does it always seem like such a? It seems like an Atlantis to me. It's like, oh, I'm in the UK. It's like, oh, I came from Wales. Like, whoa, shit. Like you. it seems like a pretty. So if somebody from the UK can break it down for me. Number B is the word bosom.
Yeah, that's not specific just to England, but
where else?
Like old ladies will say it.
Bosom. It shouldn't be talking about boobs. I think bosom is an ass word. I feel like there's so many opportunities that are like, oh, look at that bosom. It rolls off the tongue. Like, look at that booty, bosom. Like this. When somebody's like, oh, my bosom, and it's just.
Yeah, it's your boobies.
No. It's only you believe that because that's what society's been telling us.
Because you hold somebody to your bosom.
No.
You hold them close.
All wrong. A bosom should be buttocks. She just has a big bosom.
I guess, but if you think about it, words are meaningless anyways.
Blah,
so
blah, 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 blah,
in a separate timeline, maybe bosom does mean butt.
I wish that was our timeline.
Do you ever just stare at a word or retype a word too many times and then none of the spelling options make sense?
Agreement.
Today, yeah. I was drawing out the letters to spell Canada, but I had redone it so many times that I was looking at him ain't no way our country is spelled like this.
Canada.
There
has to be an extra N in that bitch.
There's so many A's. There's not enough of the other letters. It just doesn't make sense. And then I just went away for a while, and then I came back and oh no, that makes sense.
Canada.
And that happens to me all the time because when I'm drawing graphics and I'm doing the words, I usually redo the words a couple different times in different fonts or whatever. And so after a while, just all words look like they don't make sense.
Okay. I still got another topic I'm going to push on before we go to Dragon Ball Z because I still have the thing for it. So, items on TV that looked cool, but when you got them, duds.
Yeah.
Cap guns,
yeah.
I thought stuff would come out of the gun in the sense that, even though, it makes, the big pa, pa, it's shooting, a small pellet.
So you're thinking a pellet gun.
I guess I'm thinking of a pellet gun. And so I saw my dollar store had cap guns, and I saw the rounds, and I was like, oh, it has the ammo. I pop it in, and then I go to like my cousin, and I was like, all right, put your hands up. And he's like, oh, what is it? And I just pop, pop, pop. And it just made noise in front of me, and we're just both looking at each other like, what if it's broken? And then I later in life, like I just had forgotten that situation, but later in life I realized, no, cap guns don't actually pop off.
Yeah.
It's just...
they just make the sound.
Yeah. What about you? You think of one.
I didn't get these personally, but moon boots.
What?
They were like these giant clunky boots, and so it had like an outer part, and then it had the part that you put your foot on and like strapped in, but then there was like trampoline like bungees all around it. So the idea was basically like trampolines for your feet. Mm-hmm. So you would have the base that would like kind of stay on the ground, and then you could just like go like this. And so as you're walking, like you're never really touching the ground. So it's supposed to be like you're on the moon. But like on the commercials, these kids were like bouncing feet in the air. Like it seemed like they were gonna be so cool. And then you get them and they don't even like bounce that good.
No, I'm in the same way. Pogo sticks. I thought pogo sticks were like...
I never tried a pogo stick.
I felt like...
I've ate pogo sticks, but I didn't never try the actual...
I'm talking about the jumping thing. I would see people on TV, like at Disney shows, and like, oh, I'm going to use my pogo stick. And just boing. And it's real people shows. And it seems like it's so bouncy and springy and reactive. They're a lot of work. Like, you can only get like this much off the ground. Like, it's...
There's a guy on TikTok, and he gets real high up. But I think there's like different kinds of pogo sticks. Like I think it's also like you have to really bounce on it for a while before you get higher.
I got another one. Easy bake ovens.
I had an easy bake oven.
My little sister had one too. Bro, it's nothing but a light bulb.
Yeah.
On it. The food that you make.
It wasn't that great. Okay, so for mine at least, I don't know, because maybe my dad just put like an extra high wattage light bulb in there. But, like, mine, it cooked all the way through, but it was just very bland.
Yeah, because
and then also, my parents didn't ever want to buy me more of the packets to make the food. So I just had, like, the sample ones that came in the box, and then after that it was useless because my parents never bought me any more food to bake in there.
What else was there?
Fruit Gushers.
Fruit Gushers? Bro.
That's not really a toy, but, like, they definitely made it seem like it was gonna, like, explode in your mouth. And it's, you don't even feel it.
I think it's, like, Fruit by the Foot. The one where it gives you a tongue tattoo.
Those work, though.
They didn't work as well. They lasted.
You're just not holding... Well, yeah, they don't last very long, but, like, they do work.
Okay, they work, but it didn't make me feel, like, by the time I'm done talking for, like, 30 minutes, it's already faded away.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I made
but that's because your tongue just produces so much saliva throughout the day that it's just going to wash off.
As a user, as a customer, I'm disappointed. But ladies and gentlemen, you waited long enough. It's time for Kayla to do her...
Let me teach everybody about Dragon Ball Z.
So for people and listeners at home, I'm still going to describe
I'm an expert.
No, I'm still going to describe the characters as they are. You're just going to have...
No, let me describe them.
And you can try to figure out.
And then listeners at home have to try and figure out who it is.
I'll explain who it is after the fact. So Kayla, your first person is this guy.
Yes.
He has a scouter. Go ahead.
He is a purpley pink color and he's fat. And to be honest, his head kind of looks like a weird testicle with spikes on it.
What color is he again?
Like a purpley pink color. He's not quite purple, but he's not quite pink. He's just kind of in the middle.
All right. And
he's got purple lips, like he's been like out in the cold for a very long time.
What's his name?
His name is Scrotumus.
Scrotumus? Mm-hmm. All right. The judge says this is Dodoria.
Ah, yeah.
And he's from the Ginyu Forest. And he's fairly strong. Made a lot of appearances during the Namek arc, so that's almost one there.
I knew he was from the Ginyu Forest. You never asked me where he was from.
It's true. So who's this guy right here?
King Kong.
King Kong.
Yeah.
All right.
But
This is a very unique one because
he's like a gorilla,
Mm-hmm.
but the face is almost dog alligator like.
Yeah, it's a great ape. No, it's a great ape.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he is pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
Then he is an ape.
But it's the only great ape transformation that gives a nigga a goatee. And it's a specific kind of nigga. You know, the planet's named after him.
Namek.
He's a Saiyan. And
Namek.
This is King Vegeta! King Vegeta, great ape form.
There's a planet called Vegeta?
Yeah.
I knew that. I was testing you.
Okay. Because King Vegeta, his son's name Vegeta, the Vegeta we love. Planet Vegeta.
Vegeto.
Vegeto is the next character.
Okay.
Next year we have...
Okay. What's that weird thing on his head?
That's his hair.
The brown part?
The brown part, those are like tattoos. So it's supposed to be red.
Okay.
So he has red lines coming the side of his temple and down through his eyes.
And he's got a mad widow's peak.
Mm-hmm. Who else do we know that has a mad widow's peak? Vegeta. Vegeta does have, yeah.
Vegeta does have it. Yeah,
so,
Vegeta.
So it makes me want to wonder.
This is Banana Man.
Banana Man?
Yeah.
AKA Baby Vegeta.
Baby Vegeta.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was affected by an alien, so it's basically like a symbiote situation.
Cause see the yellow things that come up here, it's like his peel, and his skin color is very much like almost banana color, so he's just Banana Man.
Banana Man.
Yeah.
Baby Vegeta, Banana Man.
Hey! Oh, I know this one. This is Broly.
What is he also known as?
Broccoli.
Broccoli! That's actually true. I'm going to give you a point for that. He's also known as Broccoli. But he has a title like the legendary...
Super Saiyan Broly. The fourth.
Yep. Technically, yep.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm a Broly expert.
You're a Broly expert?
I am Broly.
What's his father's name?
Brock
and Broly.
Brock Broly.
I can't.
She's got a 5 head.
She does have a 5 head.
It's a 10-gallon forehead right there.
What's her name?
Android. 8, 19, 17.
What is the first one you said? What did you say?
19. 17, 18.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Android 18!
Perfect. Yeah. So blonde hair.
I remember that because she's officially an adult.
That is gross. That's gross. So Android 18. Who did she end up getting with? Like, who did she get a relationship with?
Yeah. She kind of gets around.
Sure. Yeah.
She's been with quite a few. So to really narrow it down is gonna be hard.
Didn't he have like a bald head?
He definitely did. Krillin?
Yeah.
Krillin.
Nice. You know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because I'm a professional Dragon Ball Zer.
All right, now who's this guy?
He's her twin brother.
Twin brother, yes.
Android 17. Android 17.
Yeah.
Not quite an adult.
Yeah.
She was born at like 12:01. He was 11:59. It hasn't been his birthday yet. He's still 17.
So he's a 17-year-old and Android 18. I'll take it.
Oh, I know this guy. He blows up in the game.
Yes, he does.
He explodes the world.
Yeah.
He's an android too. 19.
No.
Too high?
It was way too high.
12.
No.
11. 10, 9, 8, 7.
16. I was like,
16.
I was at 10, 9. I'm like, bro, wrong boy. You're scrolling down. Android 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very.
He looks very mature for his age.
He's a unique character, you know. He's also one of the triggers that made Gohan go Super Saiyan 2 during the fight.
Why? Because he exploded the world?
No, he got killed by Cell. Cell stepped on his head.
Oh, yeah, right. I knew that.
I'm gonna go to the next one. I have a callback for you. I have a callback for this guy.
Okay.
Don't worry. Hey, this guy.
Piccolo.
Piccolo. No. He's from another world. Not Piccolo. Starts with a P. Not Piccolo.
Starts with a P?
Yeah. Pie. Like, think of pie. He's green. He has no nose. He has a turban. And he has, some pretty luscious lips. One of his favorite attacks from the game that we remember is Hyper Tornado.
What?
Hyper Tornado. He just puts his arms together and just does a...
Pinocchio.
It's Pycon, but...
Pycon?
Yeah.
I never heard of that man in my life.
Oh,
I don't even think he's from Dragon Ball Z. Are you confusing him with a different anime?
Who's this guy?
This is Goku's brother.
Try higher.
Goku's father.
There we are. This is Goku's brother.
Gogeta.
It's not Gogeta. Take that back. Take that back.
Gohan.
It's not a go nothing.
Go nuts.
Go nothing. This is our grandpappy Bardock. Mm-hmm. Who killed him?
Gohan.
Gohan kills his grandfather. Next question. No. Hold on. Speaking of which.
Gohan.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's...
Because he's got black hair and he's little.
That's true. He does have black hair and he's low.
Cell's brother.
Cell's brother? No. He was, remember that character?
Cell's cousin twice removed.
Twice removed? No. Dodoria, this is his leader. The guy with the pink, penis, pink head, whatever you said.
Yeah, it's Scrotumus.
Mm-hmm.
And this is his brother, D's Nuts. Look at it. He's got a brain head with 2 spikes coming out of it.
And he's purple.
This
is Captain Ginyu.
Captain Ginyu.
Captain Ginyu. So who we have here?
Goku.
Nope, but he's close. You're close. The same family. He's in the family. I'll give you a hint. You already said his name before. This is just him in a different version.
Go Tanks.
This is
Gogeta.
This is our boy Gohan.
Good.
This is our boy Gohan. He's like, go. Now, who's this?
He's ugly.
He is very ugly. He's green.
What are those white things? Are those also eyes?
Those are also eyes. He has telekinesis.
He's like a chameleon.
He's also part of the Ginyu Force.
He's a lizard man. He's named Rango. Rango, a.k.a. Guldo. I like that. All right, let me go ahead and pick. Grandpappy. Reginald.
What did Reginald do? What's his profession?
He's the RR.
What's an RR?
Regal Russian.
A Regal Russian?
Yeah. Regal Russian Reginald.
Regal Russian Reginald. That's going to be the title of the podcast. I'm going to make sure that's the title of the podcast. So, with Regal Reginald over here.
Yeah.
What did he do?
He liked to facepalm people.
That's
That's his thing. Yeah. Fighting.
Yeah, he sucks. He sucks it out. Didn't he create the androids?
He did. He's a genius.
Yeah, and Android 16 was believed to be his son that he made into an android. It's kind of deep. We see cards
his
of that.
Real DNA.
I like this. You're really proving me wrong.
Yeah.
Who's this guy? Blonde hair.
He's like a porcupine.
Long blonde hair. He's in Super Saiyan 3 form.
Go Tanks.
Yeah, go Tanks.
Go Tanks!
Excellent. I don't even have to stay on that one. That was nice and quick. Let me put this guy. Hey.
Oh, he's like a 70s disco.
Afro with a handlebars mustache. He technically, on paper, according to the people, saved the world from Cell.
Wow. That's a big feat.
He's like Hercules.
Hercule.
Oh! He's not you sniping that. Okay. Hercule.
I definitely was gonna call him like Bradley.
Bradley?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, he's got jazz hands.
Yeah, it's my boy from the other
He's
realm.
fabulous.
He's from hell.
He's Cell, but like orange.
Yeah, the purple top, red middle, and purple chest. He has a sword ability. He used to be big and fat and yellow, but he transforms into this form when he's fighting in hell. It has an interesting name. It's like Rumpelstiltskin.
Demon Lord. Rumpelstiltskin.
Rumpelstiltskin. This is Demon Lord Rumpelstiltskin, a.k.a. Janemba.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you should have said it. It's not like Rumpels. It's like Pumbaa.
It's like Pumbaa. Okay, so who we have here?
He also looks like Cell.
He does look like Cell. Anybody was so what does somebody have to do to be Cell? Not look human type, but anything that's non-human.
Anything with like a weird helmet and then like the really like squared off jawline.
Mm-hmm. So give you some more background. He's also wearing a cape back here. And with horns going out like that.
He obviously didn't get Edna Mode to make his costume.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill?
Yeah.
So we have Buffalo Bill, a.k.a. King Cold, a.k.a. This is Frieza's pappy.
Ah!
This is Frieza's daddy. Yeah, he loves you, daddy.
See, these are just such minor characters that I just don't...
Don't just remember.
The
Is he a minor character? This guy here?
Yeah.
He's basically...
Because he's a minor.
He's mini Goku. Basically, he's just referred to as mini Goku.
Yeah. That's it. He's mini Goku.
No, it's not. But it's not, though. It's his son. What's his son's name?
We already did Gohan.
Mm-hmm.
We already did Gotenks.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't also Gotenks.
This is not Gotenks. No.
Go 10.
Yeah.
Go 10.
Little Goten. Super Saiyan form. Impressing all the adults because they're turning Super Saiyan at such a young age. Usually it's like teen and above. So, excellent. You're getting full marks.
Thanks.
Who's this guy?
It's Emo Vegeta.
Emo Vegeta. He's a little young to be. He's a kid. I will give you this. Vegeta's son's in there.
Yeah, most people go through their emo phases when they're younger.
So this is Gotenks, not Super Saiyan 3.
Ah.
So it's just Goten and Trunks fused together. You can
Interesting.
Tell. Yeah. I like that little purple undertone he has on the back. It really...
The undercut?
Yeah. Undertone, undercut. Same business, different deal. We still got some time here.
Oh, that's Krillin.
Krillin, easy money. Bang the under 18. No need to think about it.
Because he's got those dots.
Mm-hmm. The Shaolin.
Oh, that's
Big, pink, fat guy.
Majin Buu?
Yeah.
Kid Buu?
Majin Buu. What's one of his abilities? What can he do? What's one of his popular abilities?
He turns into a cookie.
He turns you into a cookie, chocolate, anything like that. Yes. All good. Man.
Oh, he's got a mohawk thing.
Mm-hmm. Black man.
On.
Black character. Mohawk.
He's black.
Yeah, he is black. He's
very light.
This is an interesting. It's interesting that you say that because this isn't his original form. He used to be a lot darker, but ever since he fused with Majin Buu, since he's a reincarnation of Kid Buu,
yes, of course.
he's no longer Oob, but now he's fused with.
Yeah.
What's his name? Darius. We have Darius, aka Majub.
Majub.
Yeah, instead of Oob, it's Majub, because
instead of Boo, it's Oob.
Yeah,
it's Boo backwards.
It's literally you got the joke that everyone's been getting for a long time. Who's this cute little girl? She has a bandana, biker gloves, so gloves with the fingers cut out.
Yeah.
Red shirt.
Yeah.
She's technically a Saiyan, like a quarter Saiyan, so a Saiyan, half Saiyan, half
yeah.
So
she's just Bulma and Vegeta's daughter.
Oh no. wrong family.
Oh. It's Goku's kid.
This is Goku's grandbaby. Yes.
Grandbaby.
Yeah, this is Pan, Gohan's daughter.
Pan?
Pan, like a pan. Yeah, Pan.
She's got a sister named Pot.
That's not funny. That's horrible. Dog, it's Pan.
Pots and pans.
I like this. We're gonna push this podcast a minute 15.
He looks like a demon.
So he's all white.
A frost demon.
He has a black spike coming out of his chin, and 2 other little spikes on the side of his chin.
Yeah.
He has a faint white mustache.
Frosty the Demon Man.
Frosty the Demon Man, aka Omega Shenron from the GT series.
I never watched
What
GT.
You never watched GT? Okay, no worries. I never had to. Piccolo, yeah. Where's Piccolo from?
Namek.
So what do we call people from Namek?
Namekians.
Easy money. That's a 3 for 3. You're just shooting off the rip.
I know a lot about Piccolo.
You know about the green people? Who's this handsome fellow over here? He's also a fusion.
Chucky.
We already know Chucky. So we have Chucky.
He's an android. Aha! My leg is cramping.
What's up?
I don't know.
Relax. We're almost done. I don't know if this is like a ploy.
I'm turning Super Saiyan.
Oh.
Starts in the thigh and works its way outwards.
Starts in the back. I'm not even gonna get into details with you. So we have Chucky, aka the fusion of Vegeta Super Saiyan 4 and Goku.
Android Goku.
Android Goku Super Saiyan 4 to make Gogeta.
Yeah, Gogeta.
Android Gogeta, because he's technically an android.
Yeah, see, I was right. Android.
He's not an android, bro. Please stop.
He's an android. Cell.
Why
Lock it in.
It is Cell, but why do we call him Cell? It's like a funny, why was he created or how was he created?
Don't things pop off of him?
So it was with the idea that you take a cell from all the greatest fighters and greatest things and make it into a perfect being. So he's called Cell. Right?
You know what I was thinking in my mind?
Why was he called Cell?
Okay, so here's what I'm picturing. I've never seen the back of this man, right? In my mind, his back is filled with all these little holes and just like little people pop off of him.
You're not all
like
the way wrong.
Like
Gremlins?
Kind of. But not quite. What was that one? Oh, Solar Opposites. How the one alien guy, when he gets anxious, the little versions of him pop off. Like that, kind of. But like strictly only on his backside.
Cell.
Yeah.
So he does produce Cell Juniors. It's weird. I don't.
Yeah.
So
he metamorphosizes.
Metamorphosis.
Yeah.
Who's this guy? Ginyu Force as well.
He looks like an uncircumcised penis, but like
he's all blue.
The tip is
freckles.
just a weird color.
Yeah. Look how he's smiling. He's standing there smiling.
Yeah, he looks weird.
Like he's sitting there for his
Kevin.
Kevin.
Yeah.
So you have Kevin, aka Berter, aka the fastest fighter in
Berter?
Berter.
Like burger, but with a T?
Yeah, Berter.
Interesting.
Berter. Just like that. A Namekian. A big Namekian.
Piccolo Prime.
Piccolo Prime. So we have Piccolo Prime with a scar on his face.
Yeah, because he's Prime.
AKA Slug.
Slug?
Slug.
Slud?
Slug.
Slug. Okay, yeah. Who's that guy? He looks like a Brian.
Brian?
No, you know what he looks like? He looks like what's his name? Breaking Bad.
Oh, Walter White.
Walter White, but before he went bald.
Walter White. So we have Walter White, a.k.a. King Vegeta of the Saiyans. Yeah.
Oh.
What do you... Oh, look at him.
That's not a look.
What do you mean?
That's so ugly.
Why?
I don't know. He just looks like... He looks like he works in a garage.
You're talking to the king of all Saiyans. Look at him.
Yeah, he doesn't look like the king of all Saiyans. I would never take him seriously. With that hairline...
Stop!
And he's gonna go for the full, like, mustache goatee thing? No. Ah.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a third eye.
Yeah, he's one of one of the strongest human beings. So his third eye is unlocked. What's his
Muhammad.
name? Muhammad. So we have Muhammad, a.k.a. TN. That's it?
TN?
TN.
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 No, but it's like TEIN.
So okay.
So TN.
TN.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
TN. Like his partner sacrificed himself. Who's this guy?
Look at his veins.
Yeah, veins on his head. Widow's Peak.
Vegeta.
Classic. This is the man, the myth.
They
Vegeta.
really have awful hairlines. Who designed this?
Toriyama.
He needs to think it over.
Stop! You're talking.
Redo the whole series. New hair.
I took my glasses off for that one. I have to remember that it's not just all video. We have to adhere to the audio listeners as well. So
like film. Oh, here's an idea, right? Okay. Get this. They put out a new episode. All the people with bad hairlines like that, they go and they get the hair plugs, or like the hair replant surgery stuff, and we get to see the whole video. Like they're walking into the doctor's office, they get it done, like whatever. They're having a spa day, like the beach episode.
It
but
looks so
spa.
It looks
and then series starts.
Bro,
and they all have regular
Vegeta
hair.
would look like Jimmy Neutron with just like the flat. It works. It works. It's iconic. It works. Who is this?
Brutus.
Is he good or evil?
Evil.
He's a good guy.
That's what you think.
What makes him evil?
Good guys can still be evil.
Sacrificing himself for his people and giving Trunks his sword, so Trunks now has a sword in the regular
but
series.
you know why he did it? Selfishly.
Selfishly,
He did it so selfishly because he's gonna sacrifice himself so that people can look at him as a hero. He's not doing it because he actually cares about the people that he's saving.
I'm not gonna sit here and let you sully the name of Tapion. Like he was so fun in the games.
It's like those people that hand out money to homeless people but like have to film it and post it on social media to be like, oh, like I'm helping the homeless.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, that's
like it's like that. It's like, oh, I'm sacrificing myself to save the world, but like you're gonna know about it.
What did he do that's so bad? What did he do that was so bad? He's just a bad dude?
It's just the intentions behind his actions.
Who's this guy right here? Is he evil or good?
He's evil.
Yeah. So what's his name? He is a Boo.
Yeah. That's not Kid Boo. He's too big for Kid Boo. It's Majin Boo.
Weird ad Majin Boo.
Yeah.
What kind of Boo? Just tell me what Boo is.
Boo Berry.
Boo Berry?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Boo Berry, a.k.a. Super Boo.
Ah, yeah.
You know?
Same thing.
The exact same thing. We still got a couple left. Nice. A very fun fusion. A very good fusion between Goku and Vegeta. You wanna know something funny? I was just thinking about the name. Vagoku. So we have Vagoku, a.k.a. Vegito. And it's so funny how if you divide their faces exactly down the middle, one half is Goku and one half is Vegeta. Even if you're looking at it right now, you see that line above here. That's like Goku, and then the other side is Vegeta, like half of his face. Like if you cover one side,
I can see it.
It's
because he doesn't have the eyebrow thingy.
It's awkward. But it works. You know, like it's just hilarious.
Yeah, like he definitely wouldn't be considered like beautiful by like
beauty standards.
Yeah, regular societal standards because he doesn't have a perfectly symmetrical face.
I like Vegito way more than I liked Gogeta. I know Gogeta's technically
my favorite is Vagoku, but like
Vagoku, you're right. You know,
he's obviously the most superior one there is.
Vagoku.
Yeah.
Then they fusion the other way. Ooh, this is a good one.
Ah, yes. Frankenstein.
Is he evil or good? He's all blue, like an avatar.
Yeah.
And he has bright red hair that sticks
more
up.
Orange.
It's red.
That's technically orange.
Okay, cool. So bright orangish red. So Frankenstein. What's the other? Do you know the name?
But it's Frank and Stein.
Frank and Stein.
Yeah.
So his first. Okay.
Not to be confused with Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
Mary Shelley's. Okay. Jesus. You think of this before you say it, right? You think within yourself like this is gonna slap, and you toss it.
Sometimes, not always. Sometimes it just comes out.
Off dome.
Yeah.
So we have Frank and Stein.
Yeah.
AKA Android 13.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Frankenstein is just his govy name.
One of the favorites, one of the goats. He's,
Diago.
So we have Diago. He has a bandana. He's extremely tall.
He looks like he'd be really good at adventuring.
And he used to be one of my mains in Dragon Ball Z.
Extremely tall?
Extremely tall.
He looks 5'8".
Stop! This thing is like 7'3", guy. Like, this is like JaVale McGee. Like, he's long and lanky.
He doesn't give off tall man aura.
But we have Android 17. This is Super 17, technically.
But we already did Android 17.
Exactly.
And he had hair like this.
Exactly. This is him evolved. So he had a version.
Oh, this is him after his birthday.
Yeah, he
When he's old enough.
He bulked up.
Okay.
He hit the gym over the summertime. He came back to school.
Oh, amazing.
Super
the glow
17.
up is amazing.
I just like his one ability.
We stand 17.
Where he takes off, he just twists his wrist, he takes it off, and it's just a rail gun. He just.
Yeah, me too. That's my favorite part.
Hailstorm, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
Diablo.
So he's a red, looks like a devil.
But he's got the Majin symbol.
He has the Majin symbol, and he has a devilishly looking goatee
with real big ears.
So you said Diablo?
Yeah.
So we have Diablo, aka Demon King Dabura. What happens when he spits on you?
Close enough.
What happens when he spits on you?
It burns.
Burns you
acid.
so much. Burns you so much you turn to stone, right?
Yeah.
Tragic, really.
It really is.
It's so funny. He's trying to spit on Gohan, and he touched him. He had to take off his shirt, or else he would have turned to stone. He was funny. He was panicking and shit. But yeah, Demon King Dabura.
Demon King Diablo.
Oh, cutie.
Cutie?
Yes, cutie. This is Hercule's daughter.
That mushroom cut?
Be careful who you're talking to.
Aphrodite.
So we have Aphrodite.
Venus.
I'll actually go with Venus. We have Venus, aka Videl.
Ah!
Exactly. That's what I say. Like you're
the same letter.
So who's her daughter again?
What? Hercule's daughter?
You know, but who's her daughter?
Who's her daughter?
Because she has a kid with Gohan, right?
Mars.
Pan.
Grandbaby. Oh, that's Pan's mom?
Yeah.
No wonder.
Why are you so mean to Pan?
I just don't like her.
Yeah, she
rubs me the wrong way. That's baby Cell.
Yeah, close. Cell Jr.
Yeah.
So remember that
That's one of the little kids that pops up off of him.
This is what he opens up his back and just pops out 6 of these motherfuckers.
He's mitochondria.
Cell Jr.
Mitochondria.
And it's so funny to see them do like a whole Kamehameha wave.
Oh, that guy's Grasshopper.
Grasshopper? So you're close.
Praying mantis.
I'll go with Grasshopper,
okay.
But this is Cell in his first form before he even.
Oh, before he shed all the ugliness.
He gets ugly.
I'm glad he let that go. He worked on himself, and it worked.
He absorbed. You know, never mind. We're almost done, guys. We're almost done with the list.
He looks like an annoying kid.
Okay, so
he looks so annoying.
Don't say that.
He looks like the kind of kid that you would dread to have if you were a kindergarten teacher.
So he
looks like a Justin.
So we have Justin.
Or like a Cody.
We have Cody.
But like Cody with K.
Ew.
Yeah, exactly.
His dad owns a fucking beach shack or
a
surf shop.
Or like Caden.
So I'll go Caden. So we have Caden, aka Trunks. This is Vegeta's son, so careful when you talk to the Kang. Like you just be saying nothing like that. Alright. So we have next.
I imagine Trunks to be like stockier.
He does get stocky.
More of like a trunk.
He does get stocky. So if you see in this picture in the background, you see a bit of his tail, so you know that he's a Saiyan.
Yeah, I do know that because Saiyans get tails, and then they wrap them around and wear them like a belt.
Yep, that's what I would do if I had a dick like that.
Yeah.
baby Goku. This kid Goku. This is Goku as a kid.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Look at him. He's kind of cute.
Yeah, he has.
I would much prefer to have him in my class as a teacher than Trunks.
So almost done this
Caden.
list here. So who's this guy?
She-Hulk.
She-Hulk. She-Hulk. You are. I'm actually speechless. Like, that's actually a pretty good. So he's also part of he.
Oh.
This is a man.
Okay, regular Hulk. I thought it was a woman. Is that not the tail end of a braid?
Yes, it is.
And like, look at the jewelry. It's very feminine.
He is kind of fruity.
Looks like he's got titties.
Bro, it's Zarbon, and he's obsessed with beauty, and he does have a little bit of like a tone to him.
Oh.
So yeah, Zarbon.
The first transgender Dragon Ball Z character.
That is. Hey man. I don't know what to say to that. Yes, and this is gonna be our last one for the night.
He looks like he could make a good bowl of ramen.
Mm-hmm. If you notice his eyes and his earrings, you can already tell that he is an android.
Yeah.
Plus the little RR on his forehead.
Yeah, he's a Regal Russian as well.
Mm-hmm. A Regal Russian.
Regal Russian.
So what android number is he?
I know, I'm thinking about it. It's a lot of numbers.
Mm-hmm. You said it before.
14, 13, 12, 11, 20, 1, 20, 19.
Hey!
19!
Android 19. We have Android 19. And
what happened to all the low number androids? They're all dead?
They're just failed experiments.
Like Android 1? Would it be Android 1 or would it just be Android?
It would just be Android and then Android 2. So it's like...
Interesting. I would keep the 1 there.
What if it's just like... He's just embarrassed about the Android, then he's like, all right, Android 16, here we go, for first product. Because there's Android 13, was laid dormant, and then there's other Android... So it all adds up.
Or what if he just started... He was like, I want to seem like I've really tested out this product.
You want to seem like...
So he starts with Android like 15, and then goes up from there.
Investors acting. So what prototype? This is actually Android 14.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Because nobody's going to take you seriously if you're like, this is Android 2. Like, what? You've only tried out 2 types?
Mm-hmm.
Try out 10 more and get back to me. So instead, he just skipped all of that. He's like, Android 16.
Kayla, if we had the money.
Yeah.
And the technology was there, would you let me get like a $5,000, $10,000 sex doll?
The technology is already there.
But I'm waiting for the future. I don't want just like I'm talking like I want like everything about her is real except if I just push a button and it's like like pause. But
so it's like very much more human.
Very human. The skin is soft and
like
silky.
Is basically human but has a remote control.
Yes.
Kind of thing. No. Because at that point you might as well just get another girlfriend.
Why would I do that? I married you. I just want to have a sex toy. And we can bring it in for threesomes. It wouldn't even matter because it's a robot.
but why would it need to have so many like feelings and
it wouldn't need feelings.
And knowledge?
No knowledge. Mm-mm.
So then that's very robot-y.
It is robot-y, but physically it's not robot-y.
But they already have those ones.
No, but like I want. So this is what I want, right? I want the skin fleshy.
Yes.
Warm up cooter, like I turn up the heat to like 33 Celsius or something like that. Built-in squirt functions, titty milk.
You have to like refill it and stuff.
Yeah, that's fine. I want titty milk, and then luscious lips, right? And then I want.
Are my lips not luscious enough for you?
I'm not playing this game with you.
Okay.
Kayla, stop! Like what? So this is the thing. Why asking questions that you don't want to like? No, it's not that. So I want it like flexible enough that I don't want to tell that physically it's a robot. But in the same breath, I don't want it to be like, can you treat me? Why do you treat me like that? I gotta want like.
So
that.
You don't want it to speak?
I want it to speak. I want it to like be as if I'm with a porn star.
But do you want it to have like preset sentences, or do you want it to have like that would like cycle through, or do you want it to have like an AI intuitive like you say something and it will respond back with an appropriate.
Yes, response. I want the AI in it, but I don't want the AI to be touchy.
You want it to just be a sex AI.
Sex AI, exactly. That's the only thing. It's turns off, turns on, sex, 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 horny sex, sex, sex. Flip this way. Okay, turn it on. I don't want to sit here lounging in its undies and like, you know.
But okay, so how long and how many times a day would it be on?
Maybe twice a day.
For how long?
Like, I don't know, like 30 minutes.
So like, are you just gonna turn it on long enough so it can just like preheat essentially?
Yeah,
and then you use it and then you turn it off.
Yeah. Oh no, it's like in the
Is it
car.
gonna have like a self-cleaning?
It's like a heated seat. It should have self. It will have self-cleaning, but it's like a heated.
Yeah, because otherwise it's not gonna last very long.
Stop! I'll pull out. I'll pull out. I don't want to be a robot daddy.
That's what you said. Other things.
I don't want to be no robot daddy. No. So it's like the car seats, like the heated seats. It's heated up in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
30 seconds. It's ready to go. 30 seconds.
I feel like still no.
No.
Yeah, because hear me out. It's still gonna cost a pretty penny.
Sure.
Like within the thousands.
Yeah.
Right? I feel like if you're spending that much money on like a sex thing, you should either be in like the sex industry or you should be very lonely and on the verge of incel.
Are we having sex every day?
Me and you?
Mm-hmm.
No.
So then I need something in between. Like I'm helping you out.
Yeah, but then you're an addict.
I'm not an addict. I'm a dude.
Do you think you're a sex addict?
Me? No. Not at all.
Are you sure?
I can stop at any time. I'm me a sex addict? That's insulting.
Can you stop?
Stop what? Baby, that's a sex addict.
Because the thing is, you don't nut just once a day.
Sure.
So, like, me and you, we could have sex. That, like, say me and you, we did it right now, right?
Yeah.
We've just finished.
Yeah.
In, like, 2 hours, you could very well be jacking off to get another. Like, it's not, like, okay, I'm good for today.
Who is? Like, name me one dude that's in that
I'm just
regimen.
saying, like, isn't that the definition of...
Yeah. You're not a doctor. What do you know?
Do you think about it all day long?
How often is all like? What do you like?
Like more than 30 times.
Let me tell you like this. Let me say it like this.
If you're not thinking about other things, you're thinking about sex.
It's like
that's your base thoughts.
All of my friends, I've not fantasized, but like deeply thought about sex.
Your friends?
All of them.
Jeffrey?
All of them.
Boys?
Not like me fucking them, but like me fucking girls with them. Yeah, and I find it fun.
Interesting.
Like me.
You know what's weird is I can't imagine other people having sex.
No, like So like me, Izzy, and some chick. Like I've thought about that. Like
I know. Like, but I personally cannot imagine anybody that I know in real life having sex.
Can't imagine Colin having sex.
No.
Why?
And like I know they do it.
Yeah, Colin he fucks.
Yeah, but in my mind they don't. It's like teachers don't live at the school, but in your mind they live in the school.
Oh, okay. So you just like it's just like a slot. It's just like a slot. It's like
yeah, and I don't know if it's just because I grew up in a very religious, like, you only have sex when you're married kind of thing. Where, so, like, in my mind, it's like, oh, well, nobody's having sex because nobody's pregnant and nobody's married. Like, kind of, you know? Yeah. Like, because it's not until, like, somebody gets pregnant where I'm like, oh, shit, like, you guys be having sex.
I think about, and I'm so sorry to think, but I think about your poor friend, Katie M.
Oh.
And her big-handed boyfriend, husband thing that's literally like a giant lumberjack man. It's pure petite. I just imagine just...
He's not that big. Have you ever met him?
I've seen his family.
No, that's her family.
Hers?
Yes.
What's wrong with her? Not wrong with her, but nothing wrong with her. I've seen the dad.
That's her dad.
And her mom?
No, that was her aunt, not her mom. Her mom is definitely like a shorter woman and is like smaller in stature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, because her husband's like I don't like our height.
Okay, so wait. Your family doesn't listen to this at all, right? Like, not at all.
Like 3 of my cousins might, but that's about it.
Her auntie had. I was looking at when she came to that Easter thing. She had a dumpy. Like it was.
Are you getting her aunt confused with my like 2nd or 3rd cousins at that barbecue?
But all of them, like
they're not related to us.
I don't care. Can we see them again?
The ones at the barbecue are related to me.
Nice.
Her aunt, like Katie's aunt, not related to us in any way, even though we had the same last name.
Interesting.
Yeah, and our grandmas were best friends.
So going back to that barbecue.
Yeah.
You could stack.
You could stack. I am so jealous. Like those, like that family in particular. It's always been that way. Like I knew them because they had just moved to Canada from Mexico. When they were in going into like grade 7 and grade 8, and so like my grandma was like, "Oh, they're gonna be going to your school. Like you should show them around." But I'm like, no, because you're gonna get bullied, and like I don't want to be around that.
You're horrible. But yeah.
So I didn't associate with them, but they've always had ass like that. And I just am waiting for the day when that part of my genetics kicks in.
Dog, I could be a wiener dog.
Like you could put a plate on it and like eat off. Like you could.
No.
It's a table.
I could turn around, put my arms like this.
Like I got booty, but like I don't have.
You could lean
table booty,
bro. I could be a hot dog in a hot dog bun. Like you could ass. But with that,
massive.
We gotta go. We gotta go. Give us our socials so we can get the fuck out of here.
Okay. We're on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I be posting clips of the podcast, and YouTube. And it's all Crazy Gates. That's G, the number 8 S podcast. Again, that's Crazy Gates podcast on all platforms.
All right. Say goodbye to your friends.
Bye.